Welcome to Paris, Joseph.
Monsieur, I fear this will not be a kind place to such a boy.
The boy has talent, but one in particular that is exceptional.
Very well.
I realized the more I excelled, the less I was alone.
Were you always so competitive?
The show-off who spoiled Mozart's concert.
May I play with you, monsieur?
Well, I hope this won't be embarrassing for you. Who the hell is that?
You are quite a remarkable man, Joseph. I, Marie Antoinette, Queen of France, hereby anoint you Chevalier.
In any other country, a man of your colour would not be wearing such fine clothes.
One day, the whole world will know me. And of course, the music will be spectacular. Bold.
You don't belong here. You're a party trick. You're a pet, playing the violin, that is all.
You know I am the best.
You are playing a dangerous game, friend.
You forget your place, boy.
Break his hands.
This world is painful for us, my son. But there is always the choice to fight.
I'm putting on a concert. Let us fund the revolution.
We cannot afford to make any more enemies.
France is changing.
You could be more influential than you know. Leverage it.
If you take to the stage, you will be erased. There will be no new France. You cannot topple what has been ordained by God.
Not everything is about you people.
Boom, there you go. That was the trailer for Chevalier, arriving in theaters now. It's your boy Kuya P. This is Nerds Rule the World. And I'm about to break down like we do, give you our review for Chevalier. I had the opportunity to watch this film, I think like about a month ago. I got to see this film really early. I was setting up interviews with the cast, but it never panned out. And I was very sad to see that because I enjoyed this film, but I'll tell you a little bit more about that when I get into my latter part of the review. But, you know, as we like to do, we like to give you the premise and talk about the actors and then give you the review. So I'll get into that. But yes, had the chance to see the film early and wish I could have talked to the cast, but maybe down the line we can make that happen. So let's talk about Chevalier. Chevalier, I think is an important film because if you didn't know, which apparently a lot of people didn't know, there was this amazing human by the name of Joseph Bologne. He was a French Caribbean musician, fencer, violinist. He was a musical prodigy back in 18th century Paris. This film tells us his life, how he received the title from Marie Antoinette of the Chevalier de Saint George, and kind of just rose to prominence in Paris. He's the son of a Senegalese woman in French Senegal, if I'm getting that right. Let me get my notes together. And then was moved to Paris. He was the son of an enslaved Senegalese woman and a French plantation owner. Let's be real. He was he's a child of rape. Let's be real. We know what was happening back then. Then brought to Paris to grow up. So sad state of affairs. That was the way the world was back at that time. Raised into prominence. He was taught how to fence. He was taught music and grew up into this life. And that's what you're getting in this background of this film. The film opens with him stepping up onto the stage. During a performance, and he challenges the maestro to a tune, if you will, and outplays the guy and walks off. And they were asking who that was. Who is that guy? Who is that guy? And I think it was Mozart who he outplayed. Crazy. Just the brilliance of this amazing human at that time. But because he was an African-American person. Well, not African-American, but Black. Hollywood in cinema, rarely gives us films about Black excellence throughout history and people of color realistically. And so it's great that we get a film that can let us know that, yes, we were rising and thriving back in the day. And this is a true story about that. And so it's a untold story as it's being hyped in some of the trailers. And we're finally getting Joseph Bologne's story. But yes, we learn of how he was the son of this man who comes into prominence in this time. He challenges for the role to become the maestro of the Paris Opera, or maybe it was the London Opera. His relationship with Marie Antoinette, all of this history. It was a history lesson if y'all weren't familiar with his story, and it's such a powerful one. So that is it in a nutshell. And you saw the trailer, but that is the background. I don't want to spoil too much, but I think it's a story of history. Go get your history lesson on, y'all. The actor in this, the man who plays Joseph Bologne, Chevalier de St. George, is Kelvin Harrison Jr. He does a tremendous job in this. Really, you can feel just his presence and commands the scene in a lot of ways. Shout out to him. You've seen him in Ender's Game, 12 Years a Slave, It Comes at Night, Loose Waves. I look forward to seeing this brother in more work. He did a tremendous job in this. Samara Weaving plays Mary Josephine de Montalembert, the love interest, if you will. You'll see a little love story there that he comes to meet. He wants Samara to lead his opera that he's trying to conduct and perform in order to get that position of the maestro for that Paris Opera. We also have Lucy Boynton as Marie Antoinette, another real life person from history. We have Marton Csokas as Marquis de Montalembert. Apparently those were actual people as well. Let me click on this real quick. I'm pulling this from Wikipedia. Yes, I need to dive into some of the more backgrounds of this. One of the things I love about historical films and pieces is, they do make up some stuff for the cinema, but when we find out that these were actual people, it's always so very interesting. I love this when we get projects like this. So Marton Csokas plays Marc René, Marquis de Montalembert. Alex Fitzalan plays Louis Philippe II, the Duke of Orleans, and Minnie Driver as Marie Madeleine Goumard. As I like to say, as always, shout out to the entire cast and crew. It takes a village to make a film, and I want to just make sure I give all props, but I am highlighting some of the people. But again, give props to everyone. Also on the directing tour, Stephen Williams, screenplay by Stephanie Robinson. Bravo. Now, what do I think about the film? I've already kind of given you nuggets already. I enjoy this film. I think you should go get your history lesson on, learn more about this amazing human, and then, like me, as I'm finding out that some of these people that it was based on, I want to know more about Joseph Bologne, the Chevalier, the various people he encountered. I think we all know about Marie Antoinette, but if you don't know about Marie Antoinette, learn about her. Learn about all of these people throughout history. But as a person of color, I really am happy and excited that we got this film, because cinema hasn't always given us these people from our history. And so I'm hoping this is a trend that shows that just how beautiful really the entire world is, and not just one Caucasian version of the world. There's people of color throughout history that have done a lot to make this a better world, and we deserve that representation on the screen as much as everyone else. So really, man, support this film. I know from my wife and all of my African-American friends, a lot of the times when they get their representation, it's slavery films, and no one wants to see that. There's stories from that, but at the same time, we don't always want to see trauma, and that can be trauma-inducing. Let us see greatness, and that is what I think we get and feel what we get from Chevalier. I had a great time watching this film. I hope that we get more. Bravo again to the entire cast and crew. Just a good time, y'all. Check out Chevalier. I'm also talking about it on WTOP-FM. Shout out to everybody over there on 103.5 WTOP-FM Radio here in the DC area. Hear my thoughts there. But go check out this film, y'all, so we can get more films like this, because as we always say, representation matters. And this shows that we all can do things. This can inspire a whole nother generation. Check out Chevalier, y'all. It's your boy Kuya P. This is Nerds Rule the World. Follow me at the Legend Kuya P on Twitter, TikTok, IG, Hive. Follow the channel at the NRW Nano Release Wednesday, where nerds rule the world. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, do all the things, and go check out Chevalier, y'all. It's your boy Kuya P. I'm out.